Okay, we're gonna do all in the deal. 8 hole, featherweight, and 1 featherweight. That's it. We're gonna win this year's playoffs.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. We're so happy to celebrate New Year's Day with NBA action. Hoping everyone got enough sleep last night, Greg. I know you did, but Happy New Year nonetheless.
Yeah, I know you didn't make it to the ball drop either, Kevin, especially since you had to prep for this game. Now, hopefully these players had the same mindset.
And tonight, MP really wants to pile up the dunks, make his point in the paint.
Yeah, he wants to go viral with a few monster slams, facing off with some great rim protectors. Not going to be easy, but MP seems determined to make it happen.
And now the New York Knicks.
We're gonna win the year's playoffs this year.
He's out there with Miller. It's Clifford at the 3. Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Well, I had a minute to talk to MP before this game, and when I asked him what he was focused on, he said, Allie, I know they can't contain me, so grab some popcorn and get ready for the show. Sounds like we're in for some fireworks tonight, guys.
Hey, thanks for that report. MP, he is ready for takeoff. The shot by Yaka Jonas, no good. Avdia, the pass to MP. Plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for MP.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you... Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Bajemski out there with Alexander. Then it's Brooks. And it's Clowney in at the 5.
No holding back there, folks. A rim rattler by MP.
Here's Alexander. He had 27 points last game. Knocks down the 3 ball. And it's 6 points for Brooks.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
MP strong inside.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Clowney. Down low. Here's Holton. And that one is hammered home.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Brooks kicks to Alexander. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Marker's checked in for New York. And he commits the intentional foul for the... So it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for the Portland Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
Not sure any run of games feel comfortable, but this might be as close as you can get. They're at home against teams that they can fairly beat. This is a great opportunity for them to stack.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Portland Trail Blazers. And that about wraps it.
MP out there with Brooks. And there's Hodges. Then it's Denny Avdia. And it's Sharp in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
Here's Yaka Jonas. Following the basket by MP. To the inside to tie it up. He takes it up and lays it in. Provito's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And so here is New York following the miss by MP. Shot by Pajemski, no good.
He had 1-3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Count that one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
You got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
The Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
New York trailing. And stolen by MP. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kasparis Yakajonas.
That's the tenacity you have to have inside. MP knew it would be physical.
So for the Trailblazers, Dawkins checked in for Brooks. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Sharp. Pass to Yakajonas. And again, New York turns it over. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the dunk by MP.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
It's making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a face.
Oh, ounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And that was a huge basket from MP. Crucial points.
Pass to Clifford. Now Miller. Here's Clifford. The 3 is off. Here's MP. And he banks the layup in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Yeah, that goes in.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
It's in there.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Knicks trail by 6. Here's Yaka Jonas.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the floor, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
MP got it to go.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Oh, great touch off the pass.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or moving. Riding as far as he can take it. Serious clutch DNA from MP, stepping up.
58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Wing in with the block. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Oh, the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Miller surveying the floor. Puts up the three. Trained from outside.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Of course, they'll try and make it come back, Estivation.
So it's Portland now.
Oh my, you will not let you win. We're going to win.
He hits the first one, and that includes their
Estivation going to win.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And I'm sure he would like to
Oh my.
to pad the lead. Relentless in their approach. Even
You can't make a comeback. You can't.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Miller. And get the three. MB. And another assist for him.
that makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
I know he's going to get a foul.
So,
Yeah, we won.
probably a little.
Who knows? 12 points took up. Oh, 4-4. We gotta face this team. Oh man, we're gonna have to get a foul in this one. Cause I did not expect we gotta face tonight. I didn't know. Cause this is stage team West, so we're gonna make a January 19th day. I think it's hard. And we're playing February this month. I think it's a rematch we lost in the playoffs. No, World Cup. Yeah, they gave me a fucking winning match to this dude.
We know things can get heated between these two players. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now here's Lively. Here's Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson on the wing. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Donovan Klingon. MP is out there with
Yeah, you're not pulling on this one.
And it's Santos in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Ryder. Flag. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
MP just showing off the vert.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And they go to the intentional. Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. They've got Shaden Sharp, and it's Brooks in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys,
Josh Giddey making highlights for Dallas. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. More 2K action in just a moment.
And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like? And now let's discuss that first half. The Mavs in a tight one.
Well, they've had that defense on.
Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
They've got flags. Johnson is out there with Derek Lively, and it's Ryder in at the point. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical.
And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. We've got Henderson, Shaden Sharp out there with MP, and it's Hodges in at the 2.
Well, that's superb.
You better leave.
Substitution here for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Edey. Towns comes in for Edwards. Flags checked in for Vassell. And it's Johnson in for Giddey. It's off. The Mavericks leading. Johnson on the wing. Towns outside. Now Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Flag outside. Takes a 3. Buries it from outside.
Yo, man, I will beat you. You better beat your ball for World Cup this time. Not gonna put your spot up. This is about free.
MP's team needed that one. Nice poise right there.
Now Lively. Johnson fires. Can't get the three. Now MP. Takes it home. Big shot.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
2 minutes only.
Outside.
We can make it.
Let's loose for three. Can't get it to go. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. MP. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Just horrible timing.
Corey Murray.
Mistake. Spelled disaster.
Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, there's a chance to extend that right here.
Here's Flag from downtown. Cash from downtown.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer with the track.
Now MP. MP hammers it down.
This is full row. The rematch is out.
He is really cooking.
Oh man, the coach won. What a team!
Blazers trail by 4. And he powers it down. One-handed.
Talk about a guy who can handle the pressure. MP.
Here's Flag for 3. Oh, it doesn't go.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Nice job by MP converting it tight.
Well, he's been
Oh man, we're gonna make a comeback. We're gonna make a comeback. This is a little rematch.
And for the Mavericks,
Yeah, you
they're
better
shooting
be.
the ball at 48% so far. Cooper Flag. Can't hit it. The Trailblazers shooting 6% in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time.
Dallas, you're done. You don't mess around me.
Embrace that kind of pressure.
And let's swing it over to the
We got a
sideline
man.
from Alley.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying they're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there.
Oh man, after this, it's gonna be overtime.
As always, Alley, we thank you. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland.
Lamb.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second to 2 is good. And that gives him a lead.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
MP, another possession, another assist.
And this last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. What a performance he's having.
He's been passing with pinpoint accuracy all game long. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, this is what he
I don't know how
does.
Dallas makes
You
out.
need him to come through. He answers the call.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Ryder. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw.
Why are you letting get a free throw shot right?
A mistake that drives coaches crazy.
Oh man, we ain't a fucking foul. That's why. That's why.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both.
Poor them, we don't know how we're gonna make it out. Boom, like 10 seconds.
Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
Throw it in.
And again, another assist.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision.
Good, one more
His
time.
teammates and to reach for new heights. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Greg?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
They've got Derek Lively. Johnson is out there with flag. And it's Towns in at the power forward.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood.
First one is score, man.
Sure, he is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's flag. Wide open. Oh, no good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Oh, that pass. Great dish.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
And a foul called on MP. That's it.
Yeah, we know we're gonna lose.
And so it's Dallas winning this one.
Dallas, you can have it off. We're gonna get a foul this one.
Greetings, everyone. Well, a moment now to check out some numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was too long ago.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got MP. Hodges is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Brooks, and it's Matthews in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans,
Really no idea why you're fouling in
the team is looking at a back-to-back. How do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
Some good action through the first 2 quarters.
I heard. Almost.
It's the Trailblazers.
Way back it is.
It's the
Oh,
NBA
you guys.
2K Sports from New Orleans.
It's pretty obvious the dudes who are going to make it, but you also have to deserve it and to get the shutout.
Yeah, you have to feel for those. And now let's talk about those Pelicans. This game has been extremely competitive.
One takeaway is their work on the glass.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Oh.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He knows every possession is critical now. Pelicans leading by 10. So they foul intentionally.
I heard it's going to take a commercial break, guys.
he's got something his
I have to go. Sorry, I'll call back.
and immediately. On the floor for Portland, Hodges is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Brooks. Then it's MP. And it's Matthews in at the small forward position.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
And the foul. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. And
Oh, we know we're gonna lose this shit. Okay, I'm gonna be back, guys. Die sollen den Test hier. Mhm.
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate? Just about halfway through the season, Grant. Which half of the season went quicker for you, the first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a hurry. And the second half, you are in a rhythm, so the games can blend into one. So, I'm going to be a politician. The answer is both.
I love the emphasis right there by MP, sending a message to the defense.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean,
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. And it's Forrest in at the small forward position. Pass to Dadier. Here's Webster. The three is up. The rebound by Hodges. Portland leading by 9. To the inside. Here's MP. Getting it done inside. MP.
attacking on the interior, MP can be relentless.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And he commits the intentional foul. Portland, feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on...
In that game against the Warriors, don't let a lack of focus steal one from you. Overlooking lesser opponents.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Portland Trail Blazers. Thanks for joining us.
I sure is, huh?
And after a... And that's an intentional foul. Both teams will make... We've got Scoot Henderson. MP is out there with Klingon. And it's Matthews in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to... So no problem for Portland as they get the win.
I didn't say you had to. But I want you to take it. Now? Okay.
Best 41, best 42. The first. Who's again the fucking playoffs after that? Best 41. We'll hopefully get a fucking all-star after that. Cause
it's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2. Well, we know that players will often hit a wall at some point, Coach, in the season. When does that happen for coaches?
Yeah, maybe on opening night, Kevin. No, there's so much work that goes into it in the offseason. Opening night is almost a sigh of relief. But that feeling of relief does go away pretty quickly.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. The Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everyone.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Okay, fellas, now, and that'll do it for.
And And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the court right now for the Trailblazers.
Boring.
Be out there with Sharp. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then it's Brooks, and it's Hodges in at the 2.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarter.
Who's down the court?
Here's Hudgens. Scott a screen. Plenty of space. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
That's a great effort by MP, putting himself in a position to succeed.
Raptors trail by 15. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win.
There he is. Man, don't let him.
Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer grab. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And so they foul intentionally.
He's not playing.
Portland leading. They've got Jaden Ivey. And it's White in at the center position. That's the Laker 5. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans was definitely a factor. He ended up with 12 points and chalked up a few assists along the way as well. He put forth a tremendous effort, made impact plays time and time again. Guys, back to you.
We've reached halftime in this one. Portland ahead, up 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
I try to skip for this.
Big get for them. D-Book? Come on, man. Put him on any offense in this league, instantly it gets better.
Yeah, what I like.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Trailblazers.
You look at the numbers.
That does it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Scoot Henderson. What a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the...
Ow.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. And for the Lakers, Ja Morant is out there with Jaden Ivey. And it's Bryant in at the small forward.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end. Following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
And for the Trailblazers, they've got MP. He's out there with... So it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one.
What was we getting the fuck off playoffs after that?
Nah, the Hall of Fame comes on at 12.
12? Yeah. Man, we're not in it. We're not in it. I don't think we're gonna be bad next week, guys. I don't know. Why we're not in it? Like this fucking playoffs? Like we picked the winners team in the playoffs. I know why. Cause, well, I don't know why we're not picked the winners team. You guys know. This is the fourth time you picked the winners team. This is fucking playoffs. So I'll have to go, guys. Now.
What's up, MP? What's up? You all done with all season work?
Yeah, so we are done fucking all season work. We're gonna go visit third base after this. I'm going to a different team. Well, Jordan. At least a new team. 35. Okay, we need a fucking different team we can make a final playoffs. Like, these teams can't, like, he should not have goddamn 5. 5. We can't make it through the playoffs in the question.
New year, new social video theme. What's it going?
What's up, everybody?
See you guys next week. See you guys on next month. When we see you guys next Saturday, I think we'll see you again next fucking scheduled basketball. Okay, I will see you okay, I will see you on not this Saturday. Day the 17th, I won't see you on the 19th, the Sunday. On the 19th, guys, no, on the 19th, have to just go order the state's go different. So I'll see you on the 19th, guys. I hope to play on the 19th. Because no, I don't know where I'm playing on the 19th. We'll find it down what the schedule is. I'll see you next week, Sunday, 19th. I don't know where we're playing Sunday. See you guys next time, you chose squad. See you guys next time. 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 Goodbye. See you.